Every morning, when the alarm rings, a silent battle begins. A battle between who you are and who you want to become. That first hour after you wake up is not just time. It's your power zone, your secret weapon, your moment to take control before the world demands a piece of you. Yet most people waste it. They wake up, grab their phones, scroll endlessly, and feed their minds with noise before their feet even touch the ground. But champions, they do something different. They use that hour to set the tone for greatness. Because when you win the morning, you win the day. And when you win the day, you win your life. Think about it. The most successful people on this planet don't have extra hours. They just use the same hours differently. While the average person is still half asleep, the high performer has already moved, hydrated, planned, and aligned their mindset with success. The difference is not talent, it's timing. The way you spend your first 60 minutes determines how the next 23 hours unfold. Your mind is most programmable in the morning. It's fresh, open, and receptive. Feed it with purpose, and it will serve you powerfully. Feed it with distraction, and it will betray you. The secret lies in mastering your morning rhythm. Imagine this. Instead of hitting snooze 3 times, you rise with energy. You stand tall, stretch, and remind yourself that today is another chance to rewrite your story. You drink your water, feel your body awaken, and breathe deeply as sunlight hits your skin. You're not rushing, you're creating. You're no longer reacting to life, you're leading it. That shift in attitude is where transformation begins. Most people think success starts at the gym, in the office, or in the bank account. It doesn't. It starts the moment you open your eyes. And here's the hook. Your morning is a reflection of your priorities. If you start with chaos, your day becomes chaos. If you start with clarity, your day flows with precision. Every great achiever knows this. The world rewards the disciplined, not the distracted. When you train yourself to own your mornings, you tell your mind, I am in charge here. You take back power from your phone, your habits, and your excuses. That's the power of self-command, and it's built minute by minute at sunrise. Most people underestimate what those early moments can do. They say it's just 1 hour, but that 1 hour holds the energy that defines your entire day. Wake up late and rush out the door, and you carry stress, frustration, and chaos into everything you touch. But wake up early and invest in yourself, your thoughts, your movement, your purpose. And suddenly, you carry confidence, peace, and power everywhere you go. That's not motivation, that's mastery. Every legend, every leader, every person who has ever broken limits has learned this truth. The morning is sacred. It's your time to reconnect with your vision before the world tries to distract you from it. When you wake early and act with intention, you're not just preparing your body, you're sharpening your spirit. You're creating a daily ritual that says, I am ready for more. I am not my past. I am my potential. And that single decision to take control of your morning ripples into every area of your life. So ask yourself right now, how have you been starting your mornings? Are you setting the tone for victory or surrendering it before you even begin? The difference between the person who stays stuck and the one who rises is not luck, it's the morning. The quiet hours before the noise are where dreams are planned, where discipline is forged, and where success is born. Every sunrise gives you 2 choices: to repeat your past or to rise into your potential. Those who choose to rise win. Every single time, the first hour is your foundation, your launchpad, your momentum. Guard it, protect it, and use it wisely. Because that hour is the difference between a life of reaction and a life of creation. Every time you decide to win your morning, you're telling life, I'm ready. You're not waiting for opportunities, you're creating them. That's what it means to truly kill your limits, your excuses, and your doubt. Your morning is your power, and when you start owning it, nothing can stop you. Every morning when you wake up, your body is asking for one simple thing: hydration. You've gone hours without water while sleeping. Your organs are working to detoxify. Your cells are dehydrated, and your metabolism is waiting for a signal to start burning again. Yet, most people's first move is coffee, sugar, or a scroll through their phone. The truth is, the first thing you drink after waking up can either ignite your metabolism or shut it down. And this is where the power of hydration begins. One glass of warm lemon water can do more for your energy, digestion, and fat burning than any expensive supplement or diet pill. It's small, simple, and free, but almost no one does it. That's why so many stay stuck. Here's the hook. You don't need magic to start burning fat. You need movement in your cells. Water is life. It wakes up your organs, flushes out toxins, and recharges your system like a morning reboot. When you drink water first thing in the morning, you're sending your body a powerful message. Wake up, it's time to burn. You're not just hydrating, you're activating. Think of your body as a high-performance engine. You wouldn't expect a car to run without oil or fuel. Yet people expect their bodies to perform, think, and burn fat without giving it the one thing it needs most: hydration. When that first sip of warm water enters your system, it sparks your metabolism. It reactivates your digestive system, stimulates your liver, and tells your body to release stored fat. Add a squeeze of lemon, and you add nature's detox booster. Lemon helps balance your pH, supports your liver, and floods your system with vitamin C, which helps break down fat and improve skin. It's like flipping the switch from sluggish to supercharged, and while everyone else is still half asleep, you've already started your body's fat-burning engine. But hydration does more than just burn fat. It sharpens your focus, clears your mind, and strengthens your discipline. That first choice, reaching for water instead of caffeine, is a declaration of control. It's you saying, I'm in charge of how I start my day. You're setting a standard for yourself, one small victory that sets the tone for every choice that follows. People often overlook these tiny habits, but they are the foundation of transformation. It's not about doing something complicated. It's about doing something consistently. The beauty of this morning ritual is its simplicity. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be in shape. You don't even need motivation. You just need commitment. Every sip you take is a reminder that your body deserves care, your goals deserve effort, and your mornings deserve purpose. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. While the world rushes into chaos, you're calm, centered, and connected to your body's rhythm. That's the mindset of a winner. Here's the part most people miss: hydration affects your hunger, your mood, and your willpower. When you start your day dehydrated, your brain mistakes thirst for hunger. You eat more, crave sugar, and lose control. But when you hydrate first, you balance your hormones, stabilize your energy, and naturally reduce cravings. Suddenly, you're not fighting against your body, you're working with it. Your metabolism speeds up, your digestion improves, and your belly fat starts to melt, not through struggle, but through alignment. Hydration is the spark that lights your fire. Every glass of water is a small act of discipline, a quiet commitment that says, I'm serious about my goals. Because greatness doesn't come from grand gestures, it comes from small habits done with intention. That's why this simple routine, drinking water first thing in the morning, has the power to transform your body and your mindset. It's not just water, it's energy, it's focus, it's clarity. Imagine waking up and fueling your body with life instead of draining it with stimulants. Imagine feeling your body respond, your digestion improving, your skin glowing, your energy rising, your mind sharper than ever before. That's the power of hydration. Most people wait for motivation to take action, but real achievers act first and let motivation follow. Every morning you choose water, you're choosing progress. Every drop is a declaration that you're done living on autopilot. You're choosing to live with intention, to treat your body like the masterpiece it is. So tomorrow morning, before the world distracts you, before the noise begins, take that glass of water, feel it enter your body, and remind yourself, this is how transformation starts. Not with big steps, but with small, powerful choices repeated with purpose. Hydrate to activate, because when your body feels alive, your mind starts to believe. And that belief, that quiet, unstoppable belief, is the beginning of everything you want to become. Most people go through their mornings rushing, thinking, stressing, but not asterisk breathing asterisk. They wake up already in fight or flight mode, with shallow breaths that barely fill their lungs, unaware that their lack of oxygen is keeping them tired, foggy, and stuck. But the truth is, the way you breathe determines the way you live. Oxygen is the body's most powerful fuel, the invisible energy that drives fat, burning, focus, and clarity. And yet, almost no one uses it consciously. Here's the secret that most overlook. If you can control your breath, you can control your mind, your emotions, and your results. That's how you transform your mornings from chaos into calm power. Every deep breath is a message to your body saying, I'm safe, I'm strong, I'm in control. When you breathe deeply first thing in the morning, you awaken your body at the cellular level. Oxygen flows through your bloodstream, energizing your brain and igniting your metabolism. It's not just air, it's transformation. With every inhale, you're feeding your body vitality. With every exhale, you're releasing stress, tension, and negativity. But most people breathe like they live, short, rushed, distracted. They inhale anxiety and exhale exhaustion. You can change all of that in just 5 intentional minutes every morning. Here's the hook. Fat doesn't just burn through movement, it burns through oxygen. The more oxygen your body gets, the more efficiently it can break down fat for fuel. That means your breath directly impacts your fat burning potential. You could be eating right, exercising hard, and still holding on to stubborn belly fat simply because your body isn't getting enough oxygen. When you learn to breathe with depth and control, you unlock a hidden power within you, your natural fat burning mechanism. It's science, but it's also discipline. Imagine waking up, standing tall, and taking 10 slow, powerful breaths. Inhale through your nose, fill your lungs completely, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Feel your body expand, your shoulders drop, your mind clear. In that moment, you're not reacting to the day, you're commanding it. This isn't just breathing, it's meditation in motion. It's your reset button. While the world is still half asleep, you're aligning your mind and body for peak performance. You're not starting your day with chaos, you're starting it with clarity. Breathing deeply also stabilizes your hormones, lowers cortisol levels, and balances your nervous system. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is one of the main reasons people struggle to lose belly fat. Every time you take shallow, anxious breaths, your body thinks you're under threat. It holds on to fat as protection. But when you breathe deeply and slowly, you send a message of safety to your brain. Your body relaxes, your digestion improves, and your fat-burning hormones activate. That's why mastering your breath is mastering your body. And here's something powerful. Deep breathing builds focus and emotional control. Most people start their mornings mentally scattered, already worrying about the day ahead. But when you center your breath, you silence the noise. You become present, powerful, and grounded. You're not chasing energy, you're creating it. You're not waiting for peace, you're breathing it in. This is how leaders, athletes, and peak performers prepare for greatness. They use breath as their weapon, their calm before the storm, their anchor in chaos. It's not complicated, but it requires intention. 5 minutes each morning, eyes closed, spine straight, breathing in for 4 seconds, holding for 4, exhaling for 4. It's called box breathing, and it can change everything. In those moments, your heart rate stabilizes, your mind sharpens, and your body begins to release the stress it's been holding on to. You walk into your day not tense and reactive, but centered and unstoppable. You don't need fancy equipment, supplements, or motivation to do this. All you need is discipline, the choice to pause, to breathe, to own your energy before the world drains it. Because once you master your breath, you master your life. Every inhale becomes a reminder that you're capable. Every exhale becomes a release of everything that doesn't serve you. You move through your day lighter, stronger, more alive. That's not magic. It's mastery through oxygen. So when you wake up tomorrow, before you reach for your phone, before you take that first sip of coffee, stop and breathe. Feel your chest rise, your lungs expand, your energy return. This is your power. This is your calm before the climb. The way you breathe is the way you live, so breathe like a warrior. Breathe like someone who's ready to rise, and let every breath remind you that the fire inside you only grows stronger when you feed it with life. Before you eat, before you scroll, before you speak to anyone, move your body. That single act separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Movement before food is the hidden key that flips your body's switch from storing fat to burning it. When you wake up and get moving, even for 10 minutes, you're sending your body a command. Asterisk, we're alive, we're ready, we're in control. Asterisk, it doesn't have to be a full workout. It can be a simple walk, stretching, or light cardio. But what matters most is consistency. This is how you signal to your metabolism that it's time to burn fuel, not store it. And yet, most people miss this powerful window of opportunity because they think exercise only belongs in the gym. The truth is, burning, without BEGINS in your lives, ROOM SPUC, your driveway, your fourier, EESTEP meant the moments into ore, HENES the hook. Your body is most responsive to movement in a fasted state. After a night of rest, your insulin levels are low, which means your body isn't relying on food for energy. It's forced to use stored fat instead. When you move before eating, your body taps directly into its reserves. Every stretch, every step, every push-up becomes a signal for transformation. This is where real fat burning begins, not with endless hours at the gym, but with intentional, disciplined movement before breakfast. It's not about perfection, it's about activation. Think of those first minutes of your day as ignition time. Your body is like a high-performance engine. It needs a spark to run efficiently. When you start the day with movement, you're not only igniting your metabolism, you're setting a mental standard. You're saying, I move first, I act first, I lead my body before it leads me. That kind of mindset doesn't just burn fat, it builds unstoppable confidence. You begin to see yourself differently, not as someone trying to get fit, but as someone becoming fit. The difference is massive. Most people underestimate the power of 10 minutes. They say it's too short, too simple, too easy to matter. But here's the truth. Discipline is built in small actions repeated consistently. 10 minutes of fasted movement is enough to change your hormones, elevate your mood, and increase your body's ability to burn fat for the rest of the day. It's a ripple effect. You start your day with one victory, and that victory carries momentum into everything you do. When you move early, you create energy instead of chasing it. You don't wait for motivation, you generate it. And it's not just physical, it's deeply mental. When you push yourself to move in the morning, you're training your brain to overcome resistance. You're teaching yourself to act on commitment, not comfort. Every step says, I can do hard things. That's the voice that will carry you through the rest of your day, through the moments when quitting feels easier. The morning is where that strength is born. Movement before food also teaches your body balance. It aligns your hormones, boosts endorphins, and clears mental fog. Your stress levels drop, your focus sharpens, and your cravings decrease. It's not punishment, it's permission. Permission to feel powerful, energized, and alive. Imagine stepping outside, the cool air hitting your skin, your heartbeat rising, the sun breaking the horizon. That's not just exercise, that's awakening. That's your body remembering what it's capable of. You don't need fancy equipment or hours of free time. You just need willingness. 10 minutes of stretching, jumping jacks, or brisk walking, done with intensity and purpose, beats an hour of half-hearted effort done later. It's not about how long you move, but how intentionally you move. Because every time you move your body before eating, you're training your metabolism to trust you. You're showing it that fuel will come, but for now, it's time to burn what's already stored. That's how belly fat melts. Not through starvation, but through strategic action. The best part, this one morning habit creates a domino effect. You'll notice you eat cleaner, think sharper, and sleep deeper. You'll walk differently, stand taller, and carry yourself with a quiet confidence that says, I take care of me. Movement does that. It connects your body and mind in a rhythm of strength and purpose. And once you feel that shift, you'll never want to start your day any other way. So, tomorrow morning, before your first bite, before your first distraction, stand up and move. Walk outside, stretch, breathe, and feel your body come alive. Let your movement remind you that you are not weak, not tired, not stuck. You are powerful, capable, and rising. Because that first move of the morning isn't just about fitness, it's a declaration. A declaration that you will lead your body, command your day, and step into your potential one powerful movement at a time. Before you step into the noise of the world, before messages, meetings, and distractions flood your mind, there is one thing you must learn to master: your mindset. Every morning, your thoughts shape your direction. What you think, you become. And the people who transform their bodies and their lives all have one thing in common. They take control of their mental state before the world can control it for them. This is where the power of gratitude and self-awareness begins. It's not just about writing nice words in a notebook. It's about creating emotional alignment that drives physical transformation. Because the truth is, you cannot have a healthy body with a chaotic mind. Most people wake up already burdened by stress-racing thoughts about bills, deadlines, or problems that don't even exist yet. And that stress releases cortisol, a hormone that signals the body to store fat, especially around the belly. The mind says danger, and the body responds by holding on. But when you take 5 minutes every morning to quiet your mind, to center yourself in gratitude, to focus on what's right instead of what's wrong, everything begins to shift. Your body relaxes, your hormones balance, your day unfolds with intention instead of reaction. Gratitude doesn't just change your attitude, it changes your biology. Here's the hook. Your mind is your most powerful fat burning tool. Every thought you think sends a signal to your body. When your thoughts are negative, fearful, or filled with doubt, your body tightens, your energy drains, and your motivation disappears. But when your thoughts are empowering, your body opens up, your energy expands, and your actions align with your goals. That's why mastering your mind is the key to mastering your body. You can't hate yourself into health. You can only love yourself there. Imagine waking up and instead of reaching for your phone, you reach for your journal. You take a deep breath, write down 3 things you're grateful for, and remind yourself that today is another opportunity to grow. Maybe it's your breath, your strength, your ability to try again. It doesn't matter how big or small, what matters is presence. Gratitude brings you back to the moment, the only place where real change happens, and that moment of appreciation sets the emotional tone for your entire day. When you express gratitude, you're rewiring your brain for positivity. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles, progress instead of pressure. Your energy rises because gratitude and stress cannot coexist. It's impossible to feel thankful and anxious at the same time. One cancels out the other. And when you make this a morning ritual, it becomes your armor against negativity. You become unshakable not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. Most people think the battle for health is fought in the gym or the kitchen. But the real war is in the mind. Every time you say, I can't, I'm tired, or I'll start tomorrow, you're programming your body to stay stuck. But when you start saying, I can, I'm capable, I'm in control, you awaken something deep inside you, a force that refuses to quit. This isn't about fake positivity, it's about intentional focus. You're not ignoring your struggles, you're choosing to rise above them. That's what mental mastery looks like. Gratitude also shifts your relationship with discipline. Instead of seeing your routine as punishment, you start seeing it as privilege. You stop thinking, I have to work out, and start thinking, I get to move my body. You stop saying, I can't eat that, and start saying, I choose what fuels me. That change in language changes everything. You no longer chase results from a place of desperation. You create them from a place of power. Here's what most people don't realize. The energy you bring into your morning sets the tone for how your body behaves. A grateful mind produces calm energy, and calm energy produces smart choices. When you wake up with gratitude, your day flows smoother, your food choices improve, and your cravings shrink. Your body begins to trust you because you're no longer fighting it, you're working with it, and that inner peace shows on the outside, in your energy, in your confidence, in your results. So when you wake up tomorrow, give yourself 5 minutes before the noise starts. Close your eyes, take a breath, and list what you're thankful for. Speak life into your morning, because a grateful heart doesn't just change your mood, it changes your metabolism. It tells your body, I'm safe, I'm strong, I'm ready. And when you lead your morning with that energy, you don't just master your mind, you command your entire day with focus, calm, and unshakable strength. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. It's not glamorous, it's not always exciting, and it doesn't always feel good. But it's what transforms ordinary people into unstoppable achievers. Most people wait for motivation, thinking that once they feel ready, they'll start. But here's the hard truth: motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. Discipline is different. It's solid, grounded, unshakable. It shows up when you don't want to. It carries you through the moments when your feelings would rather quit, and it's this quiet power that separates those who dream from those who do. Here's the hook: discipline doesn't ask how you feel, it asks what you want. Every morning you wake up, your mind gives you two options: comfort or growth. One keeps you where you are, the other pushes you toward who you're meant to be. And it's in that decision, that single moment of choosing to act even when it's hard, that transformation begins. The 7-day morning routine isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about showing up when no one's watching, when it's early, when you're tired, when the bed feels warmer than your goals. Because that's the difference between those who wish for results and those who earn them. Discipline is built in small moments. It's waking up when the alarm rings instead of hitting snooze. It's drinking that glass of water when your mind says coffee. It's moving your body before breakfast when you'd rather scroll your phone. Each of these small victories creates momentum. Each time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen a muscle that will eventually carry you through anything. You don't need to move mountains, you just need to move yourself. One step at a time, one morning at a time. The mistake most people make is thinking they need motivation to act, but it's the other way around. Action creates motivation. Once you take that first step, your energy rises, your confidence builds, and your mindset shifts. The secret is to start before you're ready. The people who achieve lasting transformation don't wait for the perfect mood, the perfect plan, or the perfect timing. They act, and in that action, they find clarity, momentum, and strength. Waiting for motivation is waiting for permission to succeed. Discipline gives you that permission right now. When you practice discipline every morning, you're not just training your body, you're training your mind to lead. You're proving to yourself that you keep your word, that you can trust yourself, that you're capable of doing hard things. That inner trust becomes your foundation. It's what allows you to stay consistent long after others have given up. Discipline builds self-respect, and self-respect builds confidence. You stop negotiating with your excuses and start negotiating with your potential. You stop saying, "I can't," and start saying, "I will." That shift in language changes your entire life. And here's the truth: discipline isn't punishment. It's the highest form of self-love. It's choosing what you need most over what you want now. It's saying no to short-term comfort so you can say yes to long-term growth. Every time you choose discipline, you're telling your future self, "I've got you." You're building a version of yourself that's stronger, calmer, and more in control. Discipline frees you from the chaos of inconsistency. It brings peace, structure, and clarity to your life because you know exactly who you are and what you stand for. There will be days when you don't feel like doing it, days when your body is tired and your mind is filled with doubt. But that's exactly when discipline becomes your greatest weapon, because discipline doesn't rely on mood, it relies on commitment. When you push through resistance, you build resilience. When you do it anyway, you build identity. You become the person who doesn't need to be told what to do. You just do it. That's power, that's leadership, that's mastery. So tomorrow morning when your alarm goes off and that familiar voice whispers, "Just 5 more minutes," remember this: comfort will always be there, but opportunity won't. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. It's the secret ingredient behind every success story, every fit body, every transformed life. Because at the end of the day, motivation might get you started, but discipline keeps you going. Discipline is not the enemy of freedom, it's the path to it. It's the quiet fire that fuels every great achievement. And once you master it, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, you can't create.